and we find ourselves in a more familiar perspective, the third person, and we get a nice and better look at Henry. He is a sexy, sexy man. And, well, can't go back up the escalator, and this doesn't really seem like a good escape from the apartment. But it does look like there's somebody down there. Maybe they know where we need to go. And if we investigate some of these textures, we'll find that we can read some of them. And by reading this one in particular, we learn about apparently at the Lynch Street and King Street line of the local subway system. I can only assume that it means David Lynch and Stephen King, since, well, Silent Hill has always had a flair for naming stuff after sci-fi and horror writers. Also a lovely distorted texture from Silent Hill 3 for the Havoc businessmen's wear.
Who are you? What's your name?
Henry. And you?
This is my dream, and you don't even know my name. It's Cynthia.
Your dream.
That's right. This is just a dream. And a really terrible one, too. I hope I wake up soon.
So you think this is a dream, huh?
Well, if it's not a dream, what is it? Anyway, I want to get out of here, but I can't find the exit. Say, will you help me find it? I'm kinda scared all alone. I'll do a special favor for you later. It's just a dream, so I might as well have some fun.
Man, I'm getting some painful Maria flashbacks, but yes, you actually get to meet other characters, and well, since this is a dream, I think we might as well make it a pipe dream. Never mind. So yeah, we actually get to have a little companion walk around with us, and well, apparently we're gonna get some sex. So, alright, let's see if we can get out of the subway.
Wait a minute. I think I'm gonna puke.
And say hello to our first enemy, known as the Sniffer Dog. And since we have met our first enemy, it's time for cumbersome combat. Do. Yeah, As opposed to other Silent Hill games, this one was really the first one where they wanted to draw a lot more attention to the combat, and well, they give you a lot of open spaces to do that, and they give you lots of enemies to do that, but the combat just does not work. Well, we see a life bar, and we see a little circle up at the top there. Well, that circle is kind of our swing indicator for whenever we want to shoot for a birdie or really measure our golf swing. But yeah, as we swing more and more, it'll start to fill up, or we can charge up a swing and do a more powerful attack that kind of throws us off balance. Not really the best system. It's best just to stay with little swings. Especially noticing that every time we hit the sniffer dog, it will actually hop backwards, so we can kind of just get them stuck in a pattern, especially if we knock them up against a wall. There went a much larger swing. It doesn't really do a considerable amount more damage. It's just such a weird noise they make when they die. But I guess we should go check on Cynthia. She has been gone for a while. Cynthia is no longer in the bathroom. I don't know, maybe she went through this big hole in the wall. I guess we should check it out.
What? Another dream. But it seems so real. Or could it be? Was I really inside that woman's dream? Oh, that's just stupid. What am I thinking?
So, by re-entering that hole, we now find ourselves back in Henry's apartment and wondering whether or not where the hell we just were. But by coming back to the apartment, we do, well, for those with the good eye, we'll notice that something is a bit askew. Yeah, for some reason or another, this dresser here is kind of moved away from the wall for some reason. And whenever we straighten it up, we find a handgun, some writing, and, well, a very damaged wall. First off, let's go ahead and pick up the gun. It's always good to have protection. But considering that this is the first firearm we find in the game, obviously it's not that good. And let's go ahead and examine the writing on the wall here, see if it can give us any optimistic insight. Apparently not. Apparently this might have been written by someone else who lived in this apartment and might have been trapped here as well. I guess he might have tried to burrow his way out. But apparently he didn't make any headway, and Well, we can kind of assume he might have lived here recently because at the end he does mention the next door neighbor, Eileen. And speaking of Eileen, if we examine the wall,
Where did I put that damn broom? Oh, there it is.
yeah, we can actually look inside Eileen's apartment to see her exciting broom activity, but if you look in the corner there, you actually could see Robbie the Rabbit from the Lakeside Amusement Park. But our phone is ringing. I thought it was supposed to be disconnected.
Where did you go? Hurry! Save me! If you need a token, there's one here.
Was that Cynthia? Was it not a dream? Well, before we head back, there's a little odd noise going on, and it may be a bit hard to figure out, but what we need to do is look out the peephole real quick. And get a bit confused as to why Eileen is sweeping the hall outside. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that happens or what that's supposed to allude to, but let's go ahead and head back into what is playfully called Subway World. Yeah, pretty much anytime we find these holes, we can head back into our apartment, and the holes will drop us off where we last entered in, so pretty much a save point and checkpoint, if you will. But we find a rather creepy looking and semi-bloodied mannequin with a coin in her hand. Or its hand, I should say. Mannequins really don't have a sex. But we get a subway token, which hopefully should come in use fairly soon. But that mannequin actually kind of looks like Cynthia. Kind of wonder where she is, because well, there's no other way out of the bathroom. So that means we now get to fully explore Subway World. Now if you're wondering what's in the men's bathroom, absolutely nothing. Like, there's not even any good flavor text for investigating the toilets. But another rather large change from normal Silent Hill protocol is, well, we never actually get a radio. So, enemies just kind of automatically make noise when they're nearby, no matter what. And they just kind of slowly make this game as not Silent Hill as possible. Actually, there are a lot of noticeable changes where it really seems like they wanted to make this more of an action game. You know, just the inclusion of a visible health bar and stamina bar just screams action game to me, which is really not what made these games great. already, just by taking down 2 sniffer dogs, we are already out of bullets, so the handgun is not great, but it's good if you need to save some health. What's this very large tube here? Well, let's beat it. Yeah, we won't be finding out anything about this thing for a very long time. It's mostly just here to try to keep you away from exploring and finding some more handgun bullets. Now, the one thing we will be finding out about handgun bullets is that they do not stack. Each box of handgun bullets takes up 1 inventory slot, so, well, you kind of have to make some tough choices sometimes. But there is nowhere else to go down here, so we're just going to return to the previous area where it had some subway turnstiles. But a bit more information about the sniffer dogs. They don't really pose too much of a threat in single numbers, but, well, they can be kind of annoying. They especially have a very annoying ability to go over to dead bodies, even dead bodies of other enemies, to suck out the blood and suck out the blood of the dead corpses and regain some health back, making them really annoying to deal with if they're able to get life back. But by using our subway token, we can get into the subway as many times as we want. And with that cutscene, let's run away. We're introduced to a very, very, very annoying mechanic of Silent Hill 4, which is ghosts. Hey Cynthia, how's it going?
Hurry, help me.
Yeah, ghosts are
Someone's coming.
18. Yeah, ghosts will pop out from different walls. They cannot be killed. They can be stunned for a little bit, but they will come through walls. They will chase after you forever in a general area, and, well, they don't even have to hit you to do damage. Just staying around them, you'll get hit by a damaging aura, and, well, we'll start to see them everywhere. But at the front of the subway car here, we do find a button that will open the door to let Cynthia out, which means we can now continue to escort her. Thankfully, the ghosts and general enemies are nice enough to ignore her, like we ignore her. And, well, now with the subway doors open, we can hopefully continue on our way and enter what I guess you could call a maze. Yeah, there are some hints of Silent Hill with chains and hooks and mysterious toy boxes with numbers on them that we'll be unable to do anything with for right now. But for the most part, most of the worlds we're going to be entering are actually kind of sparse and fairly wide open to allow you, hopefully, to avoid the ghost and, you know, for all the intense combat we're going to be dealing with. But getting through the subway cars is a fairly linear path, just sometimes finding where you need to go can be difficult, and, well, anytime you see Henry grab his head, that means a ghost is somewhere nearby, and that, well, we kind of need to hurry, otherwise we're going to start taking damage. may think you have evaded the ghost, but no, they are fresh on your tail. And already there, you can see a little bit of damage we took from just being near the ghosts. That doesn't mean, though, that they don't have a melee attack, as we'll see. Yeah, they will swipe at you. And you may also notice that each one of the ghosts has a unique appearance. We'll be finding out why that is later on in the game, but... Where are you, Cynthia? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, never mind. She'll catch up.
Cynthia?
Or maybe she'll disappear again. Now, we could go back to the apartment, but we don't really have a reason to for right now. And we can get some more handgun bullets. I guess it could be useful if you enjoyed the shooting mechanics in the game. I personally don't. So we want to make sure and unlock that door for no particular reason. But as we continue on, yet again, just gotta keep running. I mean, like I said, you can stun the ghost, but even a stunned ghost will still continue to do its damaging aura, and well, I just want to get away to more sniffer dogs. Yeah, thankfully we haven't run into any circumstances where we have to deal with normal enemies and ghosts, but we will be doing that. Some more of that kind of impotent tube.
Henry, I found the exit. Come to the turnstile. Henry, I found the exit. Come to the turnstile. Hurry! Hurry! It's him! He's coming!
Well, it seems Cynthia might have found the exit, and she might have found some trouble, but most definitely you do not want to hurry. This particular subway platform, well, it has a lot more sniffer dogs than you might first assume. And this becomes one of the first areas where the combat, especially the targeting, becomes extremely tedious. Now, Henry does have an evasive maneuver, but it does have a bit of a delay, and you're probably going to be hit either way. And you may also be noticing at this point in the game, we actually don't have any healing items, which is a bit weird. I'm just getting my ass kicked, so I think I'm going to run. Yeah. But before I can run too far, make sure and check down this stalled subway car, because there is a nice item to get. A golf club. Yeah, this is another, it's fairly nice melee weapon, but it does break fairly easily, which means you got maybe 5 swings with it before it breaks into junk. Not all items after they break have a use like the wine bottle, and well, the golf club is especially useless after it breaks. And that you can't swing it at all, so good for that. Well, now that I am very extremely close to death, we actually find our first healing item. This is pretty much the base healing item that we'll find in the game. But I don't think it's going to do us much good. Actually, there is a much better heal that we can get if we head back to the apartment. And thankfully there is a convenient hole for us to take right here to go back. If I can click on it. So now that we are back in the apartment, you may notice that our health is gradually recovering. As to why that is, or the in-game explanation, well, it's never really given. But yeah, that's pretty much why we're not seeing any healing items in the game, and why we might have to come back to the apartment quite a few times. But I decided to skip having to watch me sit there for 3 minutes to regain health. And we might have noticed that escalator. Well, that's hopefully our ticket out of here. Say hello to wallmen. Yes, wallmen are stationary enemies that pop out of walls and will attempt to swipe you with rather damaging results. Now you can hit them or shoot them to stun them, but it's actually just a waste, and well, it's better just to try and time running by them as best you can, which as you can tell I'm a pro at. But yeah, this area can be fairly damaging if you just try to run straight through, so it's best just to try and time your running as best you can. The controls in this game aren't the most precise. But we now find ourselves hopefully close to the exit. Yep, there's the exit. Just gotta run down here and grab some bullets real quick, but, well, you know, those ghosts will just not give up. Fucking bastards. Back up at the turnstile, and well, it appears that some of Cynthia's makeup items are on the ground. I certainly hope that she's okay, but I have strong feelings that she isn't. Also on the door of the ticket booth here we find the Temptation placard. I wonder if that's alluding to something.
Are you okay?
It's just a dream, right? I think I drank too much last night. I never got to do that special favor for you. I feel like I'm dying.
It's okay. It's just a dream.
In your only memory.
Cynthia? Man, what's that noise out there?
So with that, Cynthia ended up, well, pretty savagely murdered, and well, by investigating outside, we see a cop car and an ambulance right next to the subway entrance. But I mean, we never left the apartment. We couldn't have possibly been down in that subway. Maybe someone else had an accident down there.
Hurry up and get that ambulance. Quit yapping and move her already. Damn, she's got numbers carved into her chest. I wonder if...
It seems very close to what we just found out.
And now the news. In Washington, a gathering of 200,000 people appealing for stricter gun control laws in the wake of a spate of violent shootings throughout the country turned tragic when shots were fired into the crowd. 2 people were killed and several wounded, including a 3-year-old child. At this moment, no suspects have been found. Police are investigating the source of the shots.
I wonder what reality and what's fantasy here. But we'll find that out later in the next part of Silent Hill 4, The Room.